our opening prayer.
Siya nga pala, itong self na to is Gaster 2A. FYI. 2A3.
Wait.
Let's bow down our heads and pray for God's blessing. In the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Lord, before we start our session, Lord God, we want to start this with the worship song, Lord.
So
And Lord, we thank you for all these participants, Lord God.
May you open their eyes, Lord God, to listen for your new passage today, Lord God. And for our speaker, Lord God, may you equip him, Lord. Equip him, Lord God, make him as your tool, Lord God, to pass your message to him, Lord God. And brothers and sisters, as we pray God's prayer, our Father, Lord, we heaven, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Glory be to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yun, pwede na po tayo ulit maupo. So, kamusta po ulit kayo? Bago po tayo mag-start. Sige po.
Sino po gusto na po?
Video mo na lang. Hindi po namin pinagsasabing 3-in-1 po yan.
Karpa.
Ay po, gatas. Gatas.
Ayun po.
Hindi po namin pinagsasabing ano yan ha, 3-in-1 yan. Wala na kape? Matapang po yan, tingnan nyo kasi ayaw lumapit ng tinapay. So, bago po tayo mag-start, kilala nyo na ba ang isa't isa dito sa loob? So, kasi weekly na tayo magkakasama, di ba? Pero sana magkakakilala na kayo. Sigurado magkakakilala. Sila ate, nakilala nyo na po sila. Sila ate Rochelle. Saka si Kuya Henry. So, sila, hindi mo nakita yung pangalan. Si Broderick. So, bago po tayo start, meron lang ako sa ipi-play na isang video po para mas maunawaan natin yung susunod natin to.
We often become who or what we follow. Take for example basketball fanatics. They dress up as if they're part of your favorite team. Or the environmentalists. Their lifestyle comes to protecting the earth. They recycle. They keep organic. They're very wise in using resources. Look at the hardcore lovers of rock and roll. They always sound like they're in a concert. They dress up as if they're performing in a concert. Every time they sing, it feels like a concert. We often live out what we believe in. It shows in the way we dress up, to the way we act, to the way we think, to the way we talk. So when it comes to Christ, what does it mean to be a Christian? Are you ready to live out the life that He's calling you to? Do you think you have what it takes? Yes, as long as you believe.
So tulad ng sabi sa video natin po, are you ready na po ba sa ano natin? Sa next talk natin? So, yung next speaker po natin, isa siya sa mga isa siya sa mga nag-bold sa akin dun sa service na kinabibilangan ko ngayon. Sila yung mga coach ba tawag na? Pero talaga napakalapit ng puso nila sa akin. Sila kasi yung, tawag yung, yan, HDMI. Sila yung mga nag-mold sa akin kung, kasi po, bago pala po magpakilala, ako pala si Bro NC. Then ako po yung chapter coordinator ng KFC dito sa chapter natin. So hinahawakan po namin yung mga kids. Pero bago po kami napunta doon, eto pong tao na magtotalk sa atin, siya po yung nagmulat sa akin how to serve to KFC. So wala na po kung sasabihin iba. Tinatawag ko na po ang ating servant of God, si Brother Tyrone Ramos.
Good afternoon po. Pinaganda lang niya, sinabi niyang coach, ibig sabihin niya po, veterano na po ako sa service. Nagdaan na po sa service. Ito gusto sabi ni Tito niya. Gusto po kayo lahat. Una-una po, pinapaabot ng asawa ko kasi umatin siya ngayon ng MER. May meeting po kasi. Sabi na niya, Merry Christmas. Yan, since September. It's always a tradition in our home that every time September 1 starts, we're going to always have this tradition of starting the Christmas. Kaya ngayon pala, as early as na po, sumusulat na yung 11-year-old ko na anak sa Santa Claus. Sabi ko, kaya tanong ko palagi yung misis ko, sabi ko, ba't ito, 11 years old, naniniwala pa rin kay Santa Claus? Sabi ko, nauutakan na yata tayo, no? Siguro lang na tayo, kaya sumusulat na siya. So, and then, I want to honor you po for being here. I know it's Friday, more time to be with the family, you have also your schedule. Dali lang po Hello, Dito Marley. Dito, nako. Alam mo kasi may kabilang talking ba yung kasama ko. As I was saying po, I honor you po for coming here, arranging your schedule. I know it's Friday, many people will tend to go to park, to go to the malls, even to watch movies. But you being here already is an honor. And more importantly po, your presence is a blessing to us po. This is my first time to talk in 283. So sana po, please be gentle with me. Kasi my first time to talk with you. Okay? At the same time po, I'm being blessed always to be part of the journey of faith. Kasi hindi po naman lahat ay invite para mag-talk sa CLP. And being a speaker then po, it takes a preparation and it takes a discernment. And I prayed hard to really to accept it. So when Tito Ryan called me up, nakita ko yung WhatsApp message niya Sabi niya, Tito Tyron, talk number 3 ka daw. Eh, may meeting kami, hindi ko pinapansin. Kasi nami-meeting ako, sabi ko, pinagdadasal ko, magtotalk number 3 ba ako o hindi? Si Tito Ryan, makutak Gumamit ng ibang number, tumawag. Tito, sino to? Si Tito Ryan. Magtotalk ka, di ba? Magtotalk ka ako. Diba? Siyempre, si Tito Ryan. So, being a blessing, you being a blessing for us, and we know and we pray, Lord, that along the way, when you're joining in this CLP, there will also a blessing for you. We pray that abundant blessings will be given to God to you because you are easily and slowly growing in faith. So mga kapatid, pakisabi po sa mga katabi nyo, kapatid, malapad ka. Ay, sorry, kapatid, mapalas ka. Ano pala, di ba? Kapag tumatagal mo ka, malapad ka. Kapag tumatagal kayo, lumalapad. Magiging malapad. Magiging mapalad. Oops, malapad sa amin.
Ano po nangyari po?
Touch screen. Pag hinawakan kita dito, pipindutin mo. Okay. Are you in love?
Yes.
Yes. Kailan kayo nasabihan ng I love you po? Kahapon, kanina. Napakatindi naman kung kahapon, di ba? Kahapon lang ba kayo nasabihan ng I love you o kanina ka lang nagnasabi ng I love you? Kanina. Naglaro kasi mo ng basketball. Kasi tanong ko palagi sa asawa ko, every time we wake up, I will always ask her, are you in love?
Wow.
Sabay may kiss nun. Okay, gising ka na, mag-breakfast na tayo. Luto ka na, hindi pa ako kumakain. Sabi ko, are you in love? Okay, gusto yung makakita ng mga taong in love. Nakikita na ba kayo ng mga taong in love? Ito, bibigyan ko yung mga pictures ng mga taong in love. Yan po. Yan isang pong taong in love. Kung nagtataka po kayo, kung sino, ako po yan. Noon po kasi, hindi pa po gusto ang unlimited rice. Hindi, unlimited sa po pala po noon eh. Ngayon, tignan naman unlimited rice. Yeah. Sabi ng asawa ko, when looking back after the pictures, and then they were printed and sabi niya, Dad, were you drugged or are you drugged during that time? Di ba drug? Nadroga ka ba? O kay hinila ka drug? Sabi ko, I was highly in love with you. That's why that love dragged me to that altar. Wala yung misis ko dito eh. Tapos, nung nakikita ko, kaya umiiyak ka kasi ako. Well, my wife was walking, sabi ko, Lord, napakaganda ng mga pagiging asawa ko. Kung nagbubuntong hininga pa ako. Ganda. At alam ko, habang naglalakad ang misis ko, bumubuntong hininga din siya, sabi, napakagwapo ng mga misis. Maganda. Okay. And this is also my family, okay? We have a 11-year-old daughter, have been praying for God to have a sibling, and this is the gift now. 2 months ago, we have been gifted, and this is Myra. So the first one is Tyra Ann Miel. The second daughter of ours is Tyra Tion Antoinette. Diba? Haba-haba ng pangalan, tapos na-exam, hindi pa doon natapos eh. Okay. My daughter has been praying a lot. Sabi niya noon, kay Santa Claus lang. After mga 9 years old, 10 years old, inelevate na yan to Jesus Christ. So sabi niya, ayan, see? Ano na tayo. So this is my family. Okay. This is the Ramos family from Pangasinan. And these are the people who are really in love with each other. Gusto niyo pa po makakita ng mga taong in love? Yan po, kayo. Kayo yung mga taong in love. You left the comfortable life in the Philippines, not only because you have a dream here in Dubai, but more importantly because you wanted to help your family. You wanted to send a sibling to the Philippines, sibling to education. Di ba kahit gaano yung trabaho mo, kahit na-visit ka na sa boss mo, minsan gusto mong tanongin mo boss mo eh, Boss, yung past life mo ba o before boss na bandero ka ba? Kasi araw-araw mo na lang kung sinasabon, di ba? Pero pumapasok ka pa rin. Dahil alam mo, in love ka, you wanted to send money to the Philippines. There's a father, sister, or mother maybe in the hospital that you need to sustain. Di ba? Meron kang kapatid na kailangan mong pag-aralin. So you're the person. Di ba kahit ang hirap, kahit mainit kasi 55 pa ang temperatura dito sa Dubai, you're still not discouraged. You still opt to go to work because you are in love. Okay. Talk is always like a heart. Okay? Spoken words are always given. It goes to your ear and hopefully it transforms your heart. Today, brothers and sisters, as we go with this session, I pray that the words that will be coming from my mouth are not the words of mine, but it will be the words of God. The meditations that coming from my mind, from heart, will always be in alignment with God. And those words will come to your ears, and later on, it will transform your heart. And eventually, you will learn what's the art of being a Christian. Okay. What it means to be a Christian. Yun po yung topic natin ngayon. Nung nakita ko yan, what it means to be a Christian, parang kulang, di ba? So sabi ko, what it means to be a Christian parent, what it means to be a Christian husband, what it means to be a Christian employee, what it means to be a Christian basketball player. Pero, sabi ko, sa suma total, tama yung question eh, what it means to be a Christian. Because being a Christian, saklaw niya po at sakop niya po ang lahat ng aspeto ng buhay. Maging tatay ka man, maging nanay ka man, maging empleyado ka man, there's no dichotomy in life. When you are a Christian, there should be no dichotomy in life. You are not a Christian only when you are in the church, hindi po. Or you are a Christian only when kasama ko mga CFC, kung nandito ako, Kristiyano ako. Hindi po. Kristiyano ka kahit nasa train ka man. Diba? Kahit grabe na yung mga kasabay mo, binabalad ka, Kristiyano ka pa rin. Kristiyano ka pa rin kahit grabe na binibigyan na trabaho sa iyo ng Kung employee mo, Kristiyano ka pa rin kahit kulang ang tulog mo. Kristiyano ka pa rin kahit bad mood ka. Because what it means to be a Christian, all the aspects of your life are dedicated to God. So tama po yung tanong, what it means to be a Christian. No if, no but. Tapos na po yun. It doesn't make any qualification or specification. The mere fact that you are a Christian, you surrender your life to God. And what it means to be a Christian is simply to love. As ang Kristiyano po ay isang taong mapagmahal. Bakit po ba? Let's go back to talk number 1 and talk number 2 to know the basis why Christians are loving people. God's love. Di po ba? Talk number 1. A person who experiences the God's love is a person who is also loving person. An individual who is ready always to be in love and to share that love. Brothers and sisters, before God has created Adam and Eve, He provided all the provisions in life. He created the sun, the moon, the birds, all the plants. Because these are the provisions needed in order to survive. Tama po ba? So why do we worry? Bakit natatakot tayo? Anong kakainin ko bukas? Anong gagamitin ko magpaaral ng mga anak ko? When first and foremost, God has already provided all the provisions. Diba? Provision. Yung provision, titingnan nyo, dalawang salita po yun. Pro and vision. Favorable to the vision. The blessings that God has been giving to you should always be favorable and aligned to His vision. Tingnan nyo, bakit ka nagtatrabaho? Bakit ka ba pinapatagal dito sa Dubai? Because God has a purpose for you. And you should discover that vision. But ang tagal-tagal mo na nag-apply, hindi ka pa rin makapunta sa Canada. Tinatanong ko yung household ko. Kasi gusto ka pa niya maging household leader. Ngayon household leader na siya. Diba? Kaya hindi na-approvehan pa yun eh. Because God has special plan for you. Bakit yung negosyo mo hindi mag-progress? Maybe because by having that business, you will become proud. Maybe that's not the vision of God for you. Provision. Tingnan niyo po ang buhay niyo ngayon. Are those blessings, are those things happening in your life favorable to my vision? Yung pinagdadasal mo ba naaayon sa vision ng Diyos? Diba? Second po, sinabi ng Diyos, and God created the sun, the moon, and created the day. So I'm always inspired by this, and I'm always inspired by Psalm 118 verse 24. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. So whatever happens, gigising ako ng umaga, nananampalataya sa Diyos at masaya, because simply God created that day. Diba? Kahit may problema ka, God created that day. And I will rejoice and be glad in it. Kahit may problema ka doon, nagre-rejoice ka. Hindi sinabing, I will rejoice after it, in it. Because that is what God is asking for us. Because God created that day. God created that day for you to survive and for you to fulfill that mission. And God doesn't stop there. He created a partner for you. He created a spouse, a husband for you. He created your husband. He created your wife. Diba? Hindi siya na-contento, diba? God has created the person who will make you more perfect, who will make you more near, will make you nearer to God. Diba? God created Eve. And God gave Eve Adam. So, tingnan niyo yung katabi niyo, asawa niyo. Kung nakikita mo ba nagpapasalamat ka sa Diyos?
Amen! Amen!
Kasi natin, Lord,
Mag-aiming ka.
pwede ba ang no return, no exchange. Diba? Di ba naman sinabi pag pinakasala mo, valid lang po ito for 7 years. Diba? Pag tamo mo yung resibo, yung marriage certificate, pwede mo yung ano palit. Pagkatapos diba, there's the fall. Adam and Eve were set out. So we have this one. Who is Jesus Christ? Talk number 2. God was not contented and God made sure that you will go back to Him. Babalik at babalik ka sa Diyos. Dahil siya ang nag-create sa'yo. So He sent His begotten Son. For God so loved the world, John 3:16. He gave His only begotten Son. So everyone who believes in Him will have life and life to the fullest. Who is Jesus Christ? God so loved you, brothers and sisters, na hindi siya tumigil doon na pinalayas tayo sa paradise. He made sure that you will go back. And He sent His Son. Because that Son has redeemed us. So, why are we in love? Because God loves us and Jesus Christ has redeemed us. But, punta tayo. Are we admirer of Jesus Christ? Do we admire Jesus Christ from afar? Diba? Nung tinignan mo kasi mga pictures yun, tinanong ko kay Tito Neil, tingnan ko, sino kaya pwedeng mga love team nilagay ko? Millennial ang mga parties, diba, at service team. So, dapat millennial din yung mga partners love team, diba? Si Alden at si May, diba? Alden. Si Lisa, si Ricky Hill, diba? Liz Quinn. Sabi ko, Liz Quinn. Pinagalitan ko ng SFC. Sabi nila, Kenyan dito. Kasi pag gumagalo siya para sa Queen, parang Reda. Si Ricky Hill. Okay, so you have also Jelly. Okay? And Chris, ito yung pinaka-paborito ng asawa ko po. At then, okay? Imagine niyo po, nanood po ako. First time ko manood ng Tagalog movie, dahil lang si Jan. So 13 years ko nandito sa Dubai, napanood niya po ako dahil dyan. Nasabi, umiiyak ka ba habang nanonood? Hindi, pero umiinom ako ng Pepsi. Kasi iiyak ako eh. Okay, isa manonood tayo pala. So, are we a fan, simply a fan of Jesus Christ? Or are we a follower of Jesus Christ? Christian. Sabi nila, without Christ, I am nothing. But I will take it this way. Christ, I am now. Diba? Naging Kristo ka ba sa araw na to? Kahapon, were you a Jesus Christ to your going glory? Or to your parents? Or to your sibling, to your brothers? Naging Kristiyano ka ba? Naging Kristo ka ba? Sa taong makulit? Pinag-pray mo ba ng gabing yun? Sana pulinan siya. Diba? O pinag-pray mo ba ang boss mo? Have you been a Christ to your boss?
Yes.
Yes. Sometimes I keep on complaining of the situation that's happening in the office. Sabi ko, I might better change my perspective in life rather than complain. So I made it in Tuesday, every Tuesday, I told my colleagues that Tuesday should be a no complaint day. We should never complain whatever happens on Tuesday. Diba? Kasi napansin ko, nagbibilang pala agi ako ng mga complaint. Sa isang araw na yun, siguro nakaka-30 complaints ako. Rather than focusing on the complaint, I should focus on the blessings. Because Christ I am now. Diba? When you are Christ, you are now a follower of Christ. You are now a disciple of Christ. Kaso po, minsan, at alam natin, mahirap maging Kristo. Napakahirap maging Kristo, di po ba? Kasi pag naging Kristo ka sa ibang tao, at alam mo, kaya-kaya ka lang abusuhin. Yes. Diba? Because you are now prone to vulnerability, you're showing your weakness. Hindi magagalit ka, abusuhin mo lang yan. Bigyan mo ng trabaho po kung din mo, Kristiyano yan. Yeah. But, brothers and sisters, you should always look with. It's not them whom you are serving, but you are serving Christ. Because you are a disciple of Christ. And you are not simply a fan of Christ, you are a follower of Christ. The story goes that there were like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 6 blind men. This is famous Indian story. Indian, famous Indian stories. Okay, there were 6 blind men. They were asked to go to an elephant, and they said, "Okay, can you tell us what kind of thing are you touching?" One blind man was touching the tail and said, "Oh, it's a rope." One blind man was touching the ears, it's a fan. One blind man was touching the nose, or the one is a snake. He said the other one, the body is a wall, the leg is a tree, and so on and so forth. Are they wrong? Were they wrong? No, they are not wrong. But are they completely correct? Are they completely right? No, because they are blind. They have misconceptions. They have these incomplete senses. So they're not able to grasp the totality of what is in front of them. Brothers and sisters, in this talk, let's remind ourselves, what are the misconceptions, what are the incomplete notions of Christianity which prohibit us, which deter us from being a true Christ to other people and to ourselves. Okay? First of all, first misconception about Christianity. Christianity is a mere religious system. a set of doctrines to believe in, a set of religious practices. That's the first misconception. Paano na natin, maging Kristyano ka na if you know the Apostles' Creed. Diba? I believe in God, the Father Almighty. You know the different parts or different mysteries. Diba? Ascension, Assumption, Trinity, and so on and so forth. And you have been going to Mass. You're praying the Novena to St. Anthony. Diba? Ang ganda magsimba ng Tuesday. Nagsisimba po ba ka ng Tuesday? Oh. St. Anthony kasi patron saint ko yun. So I always go to Mass on Tuesday kasi pagkatapos ng misa, may libreng bread. Sabi ng mga asawa ko, pupunta ka lang natin sa libreng bread eh. Okay, St. Anthony is patron saint of the family. That's why even my second daughter has that name, Antoinette. Okay, the painted version. Okay, why is this a misconception? If you have this misconception, why? Because when you see only Christianity as a mere set of doctrines to believe in, it only goes into the mind. Doesn't affect your heart. Okay. But Christianity, brothers and sisters, is the experience of faith. Hindi lang po yung pagdadasal, hindi lang po pagsisimba. Naalala ko tuloy, yung mga matatanda sa amin, hindi po ba pag pupunta yung mga mahal ng araw, pupunta yung mga matatanda sa amin, sinasabi nila pag nagrurusan din sila. Sabi na, ba, Ginoong Maria, o yung bata mahuhulog na, nagpupuno na muna, pagsara yung bintana, di ba? Yung Diyos ay sumasayo yung ulam, bakit hindi ng pusa. Di ba? Kaya nung bata ko, lumalaki ko, ang lamarin narinig ko, Ginoong Maria, ang bintana ay mahuhulog na, ang bata ay kailangan kainin ng pusa, tapos sumasagot kami, Amen. Di ba? Because, instead of lifting our tongues, our hearts, praising God, we are merely mumbling praises. P-H-R-A-S-E-S. Instead of praises, P-R-A-I-S-E-S, we are only mumbling praises. Because we fail to experience the true meaning of faith. Diba? Magsisimba ako dahil si Father Chito ang nandoon. Pag ibang pare magsisimba, nakikita mo lahat, mali ngayon ang couples, parang couples sa simbahan, hindi yan na naglinis sa Kristan. But you lose the chance of meeting Christ. Regardless who is the priest there, you should make that an experience of faith. Because it's not the priest who is celebrating the Mass. It's Christ in person, the priest who is celebrating the Mass. The priest is just an instrument. Diba? Sabi nila, ayaw ko yung magsimba dahil hindi ko naintindihan yung homily. Namimili nga tayo ng pare. Minsan din, namimili ka rin ng speaker. Diba? Pag may teaching, hindi mo lang, oops, hindi ko kursanada tapos sa mukha nito labas mo. But brothers and sisters, we are missing the point. You have been called by God to attend that talk, to attend that Mass, because there's an experience of faith that will happen in you. Be open to it. Embrace it. Take that opportunity. Never lose that opportunity to embrace that experience of faith. Christianity is a mere moral system. That's another misconception or incomplete notion of Christianity. Okay. A set of rules to believe in, you should do this, you should do that. Tingin natin ang Diyos ay isang judge, isang police. Mga lola at lola namin nun, sinasabi nila, pag di mo ito ginawa, pupunta ka sa impyerno, di ba? Gawin mo to, otherwise, pupunta ka sa impyerno. If you're going to see that, it will be only legalistic and sterile. There will be no growth. Diba? Ilan po ang 10 Commandments? Isa lang po ang 10 Commandments. Di ba? Isa lang ang 10 Commandments. Diba? Ilan po ang Commandments of the Church?
10.
6 po ang Commandments of the Church. So there are 10 Commandments, there are 6 Commandments of the Church. Okay. Kung titignan mo yun, 10 Commandments, it's easy. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. But is it easy? We are going to only to be legalistic. Sabi mo, hindi naman ako nakapatay. I never committed adultery. Diba? Ika-anim ng utos ng Diyos, hindi ka makikipagawin. Tama ba? Diba? Si Sunshine Diso, sino ba? Igabi conception. Napapanood ko man sila kasi pag sinati ng mundo. Okay, but Christ has said, whoever hates his brother has already committed the sin of murder. Whoever person who sees a lady in such a nice or immoral way has already committed the sin of adultery. You obey the 10 commandments. You do the 6 commandments of the church. You follow Christ because it's an expression of your relationship to God and to your brethren. Tinutupad mo yun dahil dahil natatakot ka ba? Hindi. Tinutupad mo yun dahil mahal mo ang Diyos. I asked my 11-year-old, why do you do your assignment? Sabi ko sa kanya, dahil takot ka ba sa amin? No. I do my assignment because I love you and I know these things will help me grow and mature into a better person. Kayo, ba't nyo tinutupad yun? In order to gain favor of God? O simply because we love God? Third misconception ko, Christianity is a social communitarian system. Sabi nila, lahat ng Kristiyano daw ay mabait. Tama po ba? Ang Kristiyano daw hindi nagagalit. Tama po ba? Kaya kung nagagalit ka, kasalanan mo lang. No. Diba? There is also such thing as righteous anger. Brothers and sisters, you being a Christian, you have been called by God to be a catalyst of change. Diba? Hindi ka lang ginawang maging Kristiyano, tinawag ng Diyos para maging Kristiyano, para na maging good. God has created you, has called you to be a Christian because He wanted you to be a catalyst of change. Why we people are always inviting many to join the community? Sino po mga nag-invite sa inyo? Nandito ba yung mga nag-invite sa inyo? Alam mo yung mga nag-invite sa hindi po yung nakakatulog ng gabi-gabi hanggang di siya na makapag-invite. Kaya nung nag-guess na po kayo, nakatulog na sila. Because they know that they should be the catalyst of change. We in CFC are always longing to invite people because we wanted you not only to have a good relationship, we wanted your relationship, it's good now to become better. And it's better now, we wanted it to be best. Hindi po kami nakakontento na sa good. We wanted to become better, we wanted to be the best. And if it's already best, we wanted it to be specifically and especially blessed. Kaya nga po palagi kami nag-CLP, we wanted people to be part of this community because we wanted you to enjoy and to be blessed more. Hindi kami maramot, kaya palagi kami nag-i-invite because we wanted you to share in this blessing. And you as Christian, you should also do your share. Invite people to experience the true love of God. Christianity is escape from realities of life. Pag Kristiyano ka, sabi nila, madali mo na ako makakalimutan ang problema mo. Tama po ba? Pag Kristiyano ka daw, wala ka ng problema sa buhay. Yes. Diba? Minsan na sabi mo, pag Kristiyano ka, mas dali dumadami yung problema mo, di ba?
Amen!
Diba? Sabi niya, pinanong ni St. Therese, sabi niya, Lord, why is it that while I'm going nearer and nearer to you, the more I am having more and more problems? Simple lang po ang sagot ni Jesus. Kaya maraming problema ang dumarating sa iyo dahil mahal kita. Diba? Kaya kung gaano karami yung problema sa dumating sa buhay mo, mas lalong gano'n ang pagmamahal ng Diyos. Natanong niyo na ba sa sarili niyo kung bakit si Kristo ay isang karpintero? Diba? Sa lahat-lahat ng pwedeng maging occupation ni Jesus Christ, why is it Christ is a carpenter? He can be a doctor, at least he can cure many people. He can be a lawyer, at least all these people can be saved from injustices. But why is it Christ a carpenter? Kasi po, ang karpentero, sukat na sukat po niya at alam niya kung gaano kabigat ang kahoy. Si Kristo ay karpentero dahil alam niya kung gaano kabigat ang krus na pwede niya ibigay sa iyo. So, we don't have any reason at all to complain of the cross that we are bringing or carrying. Dahil si mismo si Kristo ay karpentero. At wala ring rason, mga kapatid, para ikaw ay mag-complain bakit yung isang kapatid mo o si brother o si sister, ganun lang yung krus o pinagdadaanan niya. Kasi hanggang doon lang ang kaya nila eh. Ba't ako nara yung krus ko at siya ang paulang? Wala mo tayong harap-kata magsalita. Because Christ is a carpenter, He knows the way. Okay? Being a Christian is not for the weak. Alam po natin, pagkatapos nito, babalik po tayo, maaalala po natin ang problema natin. Mga kapatid, tandaan niyo po, ang mga problema po ay dinadaanan at hindi po tinatambayan. Ang problema po sa atin minsan, pag may problema tayo, ang saya-saya natin tambayan, hindi lang natin tinatambayan, inuupuan pa natin. Diba? Mga kapatid, wala po sa sitwasyon yan, nasa disposition po yan. Tandaan nyo, ang problema po ay dumarating, lahat po tayo may problema, pero wala po sa sitwasyon yan, nasa disposition po yan. Last week po, nabangga sa sakyan ko, so I don't have any car. So my wife told me, okay, so wala akong car, magbabas ka. Okay, sabi ko, wala sa sitwasyon yan, nasa disposition yan. Ako, dahil wala akong sasakyan, nakapagbasa ako ng talk ko, nakapag-pray ako ng rosary. Imagine nyo, di ba? Talino ng Diyos, no? Wala akong time talaga po mag-prepare. So nabangga sa sakyan, nalagay mo sa sakyan, so I was able to pray, was able to read the talk, okay, was able to contemplate the message that God has for you. Face the problem. Notable advice. Face your problem, don't Facebook them. Personal note. Face your problem, don't Facebook them. Masakit po kasi, may problema ka pa. Pinapaalam mo sa kumpon ko. Problema mo. Face your problem, don't Facebook them. Naniwala rin po yan. Truths about Christianity. Christianity is a relationship initiated by God out of His mercy and love for us. It is God who called you first and not you going to God. God, out of His mercy and love, has initiated for you to be a Christian. God has given you that grace. So the other verse will be, this is true love. Not that we love God first, but that He loved us. When you pray, I will always say this to my daughter, we don't say, Lord, we love you. We always say, Lord, we love you too. Because God has loved me first, and I'm just responding to that love. Amen po ba?
Amen.
So every time we pray, I say to my daughter, we will always say to God, love, I love you too. And God will always say, I love you first, I love you more. So, He is extending His hand in invitation. Do you love Him more?
Yes.
Want to be more with God. So, dapat tuloy-tuloy po mag-attend na CLP. Number 3 na po. Second po, truths about Christianity. As Christians, we become a new creation and participate in the very life of Christ. Take note po the two words, new creation. Okay. Pwede pong basahin natin yung ang verse natin in British accent. Ano basa ko?
So,
It's a new creation. The old things are passed away. Behold, new things have come.
Since I have been redeemed by Christ, all things have passed away. But, does it really reflect on the way I talk? On the way I relate to other people? Can I truly say that the old things have passed away? Yung lumang tayo nawala na, ang bagong tayo na kinakausap mo. Ikaw ba yung tao pag nakita nila, gusto nila i-share yung problema mo? Problema nila sa'yo? O ikaw yung tao pag nakita ka nila, lumalayo na sila, naku, Diyos ko, pag sinare mo ang problema sa tao, ito malalaman ng lahat. Diba? Do you see in your office, nakikita mo, pag may problema, ikaw nilalapitan nila at hindi yung iba. You should take that opportunity. The old things have passed away and the new creation is now. Hindi nakikita nila. Kaya sabi pa namin sa chapter po namin, di ba pag nag-i-invite po kami sa CLP, ilan na ang na-invite mo galing sa kumpanya mo? Ilan na ang na-invite mo sa friends mo? Kung wala ka pang na-invite, sabi ko, siguro hindi tayo pinapaniwalaan. Ouch, di ba? There's something wrong with you. Or maybe we need to pray. They should see the new Tyler, the new version of you 2.0, di ba? Hindi na 1.0. Okay? As Christians, we become children of God and take on His nature, which is holiness. Children of God and holiness po. Children of God. Tayo po lahat ay magkakapatid. May pakialam ako sa iyo dahil ikaw ay kapatid ko. Tandaan niyo po yan. May problema ka, huwag kang mag-alala. Nandito ako sa iyo, tutulong ako dahil kapatid kita. Tayo ay anak ng Diyos. life in earth is already difficult. Why should you make it more difficult, brothers and sisters? Take note, we are children of God. And since we are all children of God, we should see to it that we all go and respond to that call of God. That is the call of holiness. What is holiness? According to St. Francis, or according to Pope Francis, it is ecclesiastical or apostolic exhortation, rejoice and be glad, he said. To be holy is to grow in a situation where God has planted you. Holiness, dear brothers and sisters, is not to be a saint with a big S. You can be holy even with as small as a saint with a small. How? Grow in the situation where God has planted you. Be the best employee that God has destined you. Be the best father, best daughter, best wife, best husband. Slowly and surely, by being the best, you grow in holiness. You grow in holiness in that situation where God has planted you. You are a music ministry, grow in holiness by singing the best songs. Grow in holiness by inspiring people. Tama po ba? When you grow in holiness, you grow little by little. Hindi po yan. You don't go there and proclaim, I'll become a martyr. You grow in holiness in the situation, in the particular life that you have now. Holy, for I am holy. Implications of being a Christian. A Christian is a person of faith. What is faith po? Faith is acceptance and commitment. I'll tell you a story. My brother po, and his kid, they went to Baguio City, they went to Burham Park, and they were like having kayaking or canoe. Then makulit yung pamangkin ko po na 8 years old. Siya po yung hawak ng paddle, so they were having a canoe. Okay, paddle yung pamangkin ko, they were not moving to any place. Sabi ng kapatid ko, better give me the paddle so that we can move. Okay, I'll give you one paddle. So paddle. They were not moving into places. Napagod yung pamangkin ko, binigyan niya yung dalawang paddle. When my brother started to paddle, they moved to different places. They were able to see the beautiful places in Burham Park. Same as us, brothers and sisters. Sometimes we forget to give the paddle to God. Nagbigay ka naman paddle, iniwan mo pa. Kala mo you're in control of your life. Brothers, accept God is in control of your life. Give the 2 paddles to God, and He will make sure that you go and you will see the beautiful places. Minsan tayo di ba? Siguro gusto natin palagi sure food. There is no surety in life, brothers and sisters. The surety in life lies only in God our Father. It's time to go give the Father to the Lord. It's not too late. Okay? When you're a person of faith, be more faithful rather than fearful. Be a warrior rather than warrior. I always say, when you worry, you put yourself into a hurry to go to the cemetery. Di po ba? Worry ka ng worry. Matatanggal ako sa trabaho. 5 months ka nang nag-worry. 5 months na lumipas, hindi ka pa rin tanggal sa trabaho. So, grabe na pinag-worry ka. Hindi mo lang alam kung ano mangyayari. So, why worry? If God is really in control, di ba? Diba? This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. So, why worry? Be a warrior instead of worry. Person, or a Christian is a person of hope. The Bible says, put your soul anchored in hope. A captain of the ship will always go to the pang-pang, to the sea. Diba? And he will always put the anchor of the ship. Bakit nilalagay? Binababa niya yung anchor so that the ship will not move. Come high waters or there will be waves, the ship will still be at the same place. Di ba? Dahil nakakla, angkla, di ba? Angkla, di ba? Anchor. So brothers and sisters, we should always put the anchor of hope in our life. We should always put the anchor of hope in Jesus Christ. So whatever happens, kahit grabe pang storm ng buhay mangyayari sa'yo, you will always not go to you will not be tossed by bitterness, you will not be tossed by despair, dahil naka-anchor ka, nakakla ka sa Panginoon. So kahit anong mangyari, kahit ang storm ng buhay mo dumating, dahil alam mo, ang hope mo ay nasa Diyos, you're expecting the best to come, maayos lahat. Because hope, brothers and sisters, is hope. Hold on, pain ends. Okay, hold on, pain ends. May hangganan po lahat ng problema. Isang brother po sa community, 1 year na po siya walang trabaho. Sabi niya sa akin, dito, hindi ko lang, 1 year na, grabe na pray ko. I'm into the brink of depression. I'm into the brink of complaining to God. Kaya sabi ko, hold on, pagdadasal natin yan. So after 1 year, last week was 1 year, nahihilo-hilo yung misis niya eh. Hindi na nahihilo, sige, pa-check out. Buntis pala, asawa niya. At on the same day na nalaman nilang buntis siya, ng asawa niya, tinawagan siya ng old employee niya, report ka na bukas ng trabaho. Hold on, because payments. After 1 year, yun na pala hindi nila magka-baby. Di ba? Ano, nag-aagahan mo sana, di ba? Di ba? Naglalaka pa eh. Di ba? So when you are depressed, brothers and sisters, praise God. What I learned in the community, the problems that we have should not never be considered as stumbling block, but should be considered as stepping stones. Mga binibigay niya yung problema sa mga Diyos, binibigay niya yun sa iyo dahil alam niya, later on, pwede ka maging inspiration sa iba. You don't ever have any complaint to be depressed upon. Yung mga iba, bagong gising pa lang, di ba, yung mukha na lang depressed. Di ba? Hindi ako nagtataka talaga ako, bagong gising ka na lang, nakasimangot ka, bakit di ka ba masaya doon sa katabi mo? Di ba? Sa rule in life, pag gising mo, hindi na masawa mo, masaya ka, di ba? Pag gising mo, hindi na masawa mo, depressed pa rin, there's something wrong with you, di ba? Hindi ka masaya doon sa katabi mo. Maingay, hindi ka nakatulog. So instead of being depressed, instead of being stressed, stretch to God. Praise God. Lord, thank you for the problem. I know you are bigger than my worries, you are bigger than my problems. Third, person is a Christian, Christian is a person of love. What is love? Love is sweet, but you cannot eat, di ba? Love is like a rosary full of mystery. Diba? Parang kaya, usap ka rin ang asawa ko. Sabi, anong love sa'yo? Sabi ko, love is you. Mas life will never be complete without you. Brothers and sisters, person that is Christian of love. Christ said that you shall love others as I have loved you. Diba? What are the two greatest commandments? Love God with all of your heart, with all your soul. Love others as you love yourself. Pero hindi tumigil dun eh. Love others as I have loved you. Because sometimes you fail to love others. Kasi minsan, kahit buhay mo nga, hindi mo kayang mahalin. Pero hindi, basta inaas pa ni Kristo. Kaya wala nang room for error. Love others as I have loved. So there are some ways, di ba? Kasi inaabuso ng katawan mo, imagine mo, di ba? 10 hours yung duty mo, tapos pagdating mo magdodota ka pa. Yun, you're Mobile Legend pa? No, you should always take care also of yourself. So when you fighter, it has to love others as Christ. When I see you brothers and sisters, when I see a brother and sister at CFC, what really distinguishes CFC from others? Pag nakikita ko it's not the uniform, the brand of songs. Pag nakita mo, CFC yan. Okay pa narinig mo kanta, CFC yan. Hindi. Nakikita ko kayo, nakikita ko yung pagmamahal ng Diyos, pagmamahal ng Diyos. What distinguishes us from other people is the way how we love others, our brethren, how we love God. Kaya pag nakita mo CFC yan, malayo pa nakikita mo na si Kristo sa Kanya, nakikita mo ang pagmamahal niya sa asawa niya, sa anak niya, at mga kasama niya sa community, and ni-extend pa niya sa iyo. To conclude, brothers and sisters, faith, hope, and love. Mama Mary is the best example of what it means to be a Christian. From the very start of Annunciation, hindi niya alam kung ano mangyayari. Up to the time that Jesus Christ was crucified and died, she was there. She never gave up. She kept the faith, kept the hope. She still loved God. I know along the way you will falter. I know along the way there will be weaknesses. There will be worries. There will be problems that you cannot solve. But always remember, brothers and sisters, these problems are simply natural. We have an extraordinary God. We have a supernatural God. And if ever you feel that there are some weaknesses, you will always repent and always believe in God. God be in control, because God and the Christian, God, your Son, lives in you. With that hope, may God be peace.
So, napakaganda po ng talk natin, no? So, are you in love? Yes. Talaga naman, effective lang. Yung pag-gising niyo ba sa umaga, hindi na kayo depressed and distressed? Ako walang nag-yes, ha? Para mas malawak pa yung discussion natin, so alam niyo na, i-separate natin ulit yung boys and girls para sa mga grouping natin. So, DGL, pasok! Ano po nila kayo? Ha? Ano yun? Grouping. Ano?
Palit mo yun.
Separate. Mix pa rin siya? Kaya namin sabihin ka? Grouping na. Grouping i-announce ko daw ulit. So, ayun po, announce ko lang. So, mag-groupings po tayo. So, kagaya ng nakagawian na natin. Then, meron tayong mga take para po sa mga bago. Meron din mga questionnaire po. Yan. Hindi, joke lang. Meron ng paper po na meron kayong small discussion. Lahat ng mga girls. Then, separate natin yung mga boys. Ayan, dala-dala po niya din. May mga Bible verse po dyan. Inuuwi niyo po ba yung binibigay namin na yun? Kasi po mamaya, pwede nyo balikan yung mga Bible verse doon, then maganda rin yung mga sinasabi doon. Diba? So, ayun po. So, complete na yung paper natin. Separate na tayo. Nasaan yung bang ulo?
Ito.
Galang na yung
Yung mga dito, tapos